Simon is a local representative of the business. He's actually the chair of the Business Improvement District. Very active during the phase of Mary Portas, and he's going to talk a little bit about what we did from the business perspective. Over to you, Simon.
Thank you, Ben. First of all, I'd like to publicly acknowledge all the work Ben's done over the last few years with Bedminster. I don't know how you fit it all in, and most people when they retire just do their own things, but I think, Ben, you enjoy doing this and we appreciate it. And
sleeping is a mistake.
And without his passion and his commitment, none of us would be here today, and I think he's pretty much the glue for Bedminster at the moment in bringing everyone together. So I would like another round of applause. I'm very honoured to have been asked here today to give a business perspective. As an amateur dramatist, I didn't expect to be on the stage of the tobacco factory, so definitely a good thing. As a manager for a national company, people often ask me, why do I bother? And I could say the same for any small independent business, and I feel the answer is the same to both of us. I do understand that the end of the day can't sometimes come quick enough for people to get home to their families and their children and everything like that. And as a national business as well, I get my pay at the end of the month, whether I do anything or not. But why should we really care what happens outside our front door? To me, the bottom line is we should and we must care. As business leaders, small and large, we employ, as Ben said, a lot of local people, and we have a responsibility to make our high streets the best they can be. I am quoted as saying on many occasions, there's no point in being the only business on an empty high street. Too many of us are guilty of pulling up in our cars at the back of our shops, walking in the staff entrance and spending up to 12 hours a day in our shops, only to go back out the back door at the end of the day, into our car and back home, and never actually set foot outside into the high street. To me, that's insulting. The towns that we work in are the homes of both our customers and our staff. It's about their lives, and we should be bothered. I've been involved with the local town for several years, but in the last 12 to 24 months, I've really stepped my game up, set me to challenge to help lead with the others on the board on the direction of the town team. It's been an enjoyable experience, and one which I'm glad to have been involved with. The start of this journey came as we won the Mary Portas money, which really helped bring us together, because finally we felt we had some resources that we could make a difference. It's brought together a mix of people that I would never have met, from Show of Strength to West Street Traders to residents committees to Steve at Upfest to PR companies. The list goes on and on. The police, the council, everybody working together. And one of the great things about the board that we have, these are representatives of lots of different groups, and it's great to be able to link those together. As Ben said, we've linked in Edible Bristol with the planters, but we've built links with the University of West of England and their enterprise division. So that's been a real buzz for me. The money was coming to an end. It would have been a shame that would have been it. £100,000, 1 year, thank you very much, everyone go back to their shops and carry on doing what we've always done. So we were very lucky to get a significant yes vote on the Business Improvement District, so we can carry on and make a difference locally. What the bid has done for me is it's forced national retailers to contribute money directly to local areas. This is money we wouldn't have had. It would have gone off to head offices and eventually gone to shareholders' pockets. What this means in real terms is that for every £1 a local business puts into the bid, it gets at least £3 spent in this area that never would have been here. As I say, I have and I will continue to enjoy making a difference. And the interaction with all these people, I feel, makes me a better retailer. Someone mentioned about East Street and North Street. It's a great place, Bedminster, to have East Street, North Street and West Street. 3 very different areas. And I think we need to keep those distinctions. Each one has a role for something else. I think the classic, the way I describe it is, if you want to buy a present, you come to North Street. If you want to buy your local, your regular shopping, you go to East Street. But there is a bit of element on both, so it's not unique to each one. I've hopefully given you a little brief insight into why I'm involved and why I feel more businesses should be involved. But obviously we're here today to talk about arts and culture and how that can enhance. People's habits have changed and they will continue to adapt in the future, and the high streets of today need to evolve or we're going to risk being left behind. In today's time-poor culture, the out-of-town shopping malls and retail parks make it easy for shoppers with free parking and choice, and it's not unexpected that they will do well. But I would ask every single one of you in this room to put a mirror to yourself and ask how often in the last month you have visited one of these out-of-town places or a big supermarket and compare it to how much you've spent in your local community, your local shops, your local people. I don't blame you. We are all busy people with a premium on our leisure time. But this is why High Street should embrace diversity and uniqueness. We'll never be able to compete with the Mall at Cribbs Causeway on a head-to-head battle. Why would we want to? There is a place for these places, these outlets. But they don't have any personality, and they don't have any unique selling points. I would challenge anyone to be put in a shopping mall anywhere from Land's End to John O'Groats and actually know where the hell they are in the UK. You're faced with row upon row of national retailers with national brands. This is where high streets can score points. Whether it's Bedminster or any other area, every area has its own unique history, its own personality, its own character, its own community. We need to reinvent our high streets to make it an event, a day out, a place to be seen, rather than just another of those shopping factories. We need to create an environment that inspires, engages, and excites people. Not just for our shoppers. We need to recognise the people who work and live in those areas are equally important. This is where arts and culture can make a difference. This is where it can enhance and celebrate an area's history and character. This is where it can be unique. From one-off events to ongoing installations, the arts can help bring life back to an area. It shows people that people are interested and have a passion for a high street or an area. It makes it interesting and sometimes fun. It creates a talking point, a community focus, a chance to dwell. It enhances the environment, both for shoppers and for those of us that spend large portions of our working life in those areas. Sometimes it will work well and sometimes even better than you expect. Other times it may fall short of what you hope. But surely trying something is better than trying nothing. In summary, I would say that every business, both small and large, owe it to their community, customers and team members to be involved and care about what goes on in their streets. Without those people, we won't have a business. We also need to help shape the future of the retail streets and evolve them in unique ways to adapt to the changing shopping habits of the modern world. We need to create a culture that encourages ideas and projects without the fear of failure. We need to look at imaginative ways of using the arts to complement an area and the plans for that area. What we need to do is make a difference now. Thank you very much for listening.